Hey everyone, Mac is back, and today we have the awakening of Kevin and of your most favorite commander ever, Robert. I know you're excited to get into his awakening and his skill. I'm sure your anticipation of his awakening was killing you. It was probably very, very difficult for you, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, let's start with the man Robert. Look at this guy. He's got his potion here that he wants to throw at you. You know, probably related to Cersei of some sort, because you know they love that green stuff. But as for his awakening, if we're just going to go straight to his 4-star ability, and it applies immediately. So it's a passive bonus. You don't have to have him deployed or anything to get this. And the enemy spear defense reduction is 10%. Massive. That is very, very good. The iron production is plus 200%. That's very awesome as well. And then, man, the iron capacity goes up 500%. So I mean, this is really, really good, and it's really, really good if you're a farm. That's it. If you're an iron farm, it's great. That's what you want. Other than that, it's not very good. And his friendship, you're not going to want that either, because he sucks in the tavern as well. So don't worry about him if you want to fight at all. If you look at his hidden abilities, hey, maybe there'll be some bow attack in here. Nope, sorry. Iron production, fortification durability, iron capacity, and iron gathering speed. Oh, if you want to get into KVK and you want to gather that iron, you know, faster than anybody else, this commander is for you. So that's what you want to do, is upgrade him, get him up there as fast as you can, as quick as you can. That's what I would do with Robert. As you know, I'm being very sarcastic. Definitely don't get him unless you're in a farm of some sort. He is almost, again, not very good whatsoever, unless, like I said, maybe KVK, you want to do a little gathering of iron, sure. But let's actually get into the good stuff with Kevin. So here we are with Kevin, and he is overall, just from my first kind of impression of it, without really seeing too much of him in battle, I would say he's, you know, kind of middle of the line. You look at him as a, you know, his 18 over here, and you kind of see what the different it says with the world map battling position, but you kind of think that it would have been a little bit better than what you know, for an 18 commander anyway, at least in my opinion. So looking at it, I only have him right now at the 2 stars, and just the 2 stars he's at 53,000 health, and once you max him out, it'll be another 11,000 on top of that, about 64,000. For the attack right now, it's 5,800, and that will max out at just over 7,600. And for the defense, I have him at 10,000, just over 10,600, and it's just over about 2,000 more than that for the defense once you get him to 4 stars. Now, once you his abilities that he has here are, I'm going to go to the view, and as you can see, we're going to the very, very simple, very standard type of awakening. However, his ability in itself will go straight to that. And when each allied lineup in the front row uses a normal attack, there is a 10% chance to apply a buff on the allied lineup when with the greatest losses, creating a protective shield which reduces 10% non-skill damage for 2 seconds, and damage reduction effect can stack up to 50%. So overall, this is is it meaningful? Is it game breaking? It's meaningful, yes. Is it game breaking? No. If there's no kind of real synergy here for you know, other commanders to come in to like help him, or him to help other commanders, so to speak. So really not a whole lot that's going to be going on with this with his ability when it comes to, you know, relating to other commanders. However, it's not a bad, like I said, it's not a bad, you know, depending on how you're building your lineup, how you're building your 5 together, or depending on what kind of formation you have. Yeah, absolutely, he could be in there. He's not somebody that I'm going to be getting up there. I'm going a different direction anyway, so I think, you know, basically everyone needs to have their goals. You know, if you're not a max account or a whale, you know, have your goals, spend your money or your time towards those goals, and focus on that. And if Kevin's not one of those, then don't worry about that too much. He has some good. Well, actually, go back to there. Looking at his hidden abilities, he has total defense, total health, total attack, and some training speed. So there is some decent stuff there as well. Decent stats that you can get from that. Looking at his specializations, that's what he has: total health, total attack, and the training speed. So like those are really good. That's what you know as a fighting commander: total health, total attack. Absolutely, that's what you're going to want. And when you have him maxed out at 4 stars, or actually at 3 stars, not at 4 stars, because you only get the ability, the skill at 4 stars. But at 3 stars, his camp training speed is going to be 38% using the passives plus up here. The total health is going to max out at 40.4%, and the total attack is going to max out at 38.4%, which are all pretty standard overall. There's nothing real kind of great game breaking there. You're also going to add in the passives of the defense as well, because there is a total defense they put in here, and that total defense will get 16.4%. You could say even at 2 stars, he's at 12.8, so that's not much of an increase once you get to the 3-star ability. So the camp training speed is actually pretty good. You know, if you're someone who's, you know, training a lot of troops, then absolutely that's going to be really good as well. They do also remember that when you look at they also have this wheel that comes out every time too. So if you have him gold, you can actually go right down to your legendary. You can get all of these different medals and then convert them into the tokens that you need for him, and then they actually give you discounts for each tier, and that's why I got him to 2 stars, because the discounts are actually pretty nice. So if you do have him to gold, I would highly recommend getting him to the 2 stars, and the reason is we'll go check the tavern out. So as you can see here in the tavern, he has what everybody wants, what we all want: the leadership, the combat rate, and it even throws in the command there in the end too. So these are all, this would be 4 star, 3 star, 3 star. Now it's 5, 4, 4. That's exactly what you want. So definitely get Kevin to, especially if you're paying to play, then you know get him to use the wheel right now. That you know use those not just the wheel, but use the you know quality of him that you already have to be able to get him to these 2 these 2 stars, because this is what you're going to want: the leadership to help you with the you know army size and the rally size, the combat rate obviously for fighting, just to kind of either bridge the gap between those you know those better accounts than you, or to increase the you know the gap depending on where you are. So I hope this gives you a little idea of what Kevin's about, and just kind of what I think of him in a general aspect of it is that get him to 2 stars. If you want to use him as, you know, someone to fight with a little bit more, and you have he's part of your plan to fight, then get him to the 4 stars for his ability, his skill. Other than that, I would say the majority of people will just get it to 2 stars. So until next time, till the next awakening, Mac out.